Let's keep it rolling here. Auburn, number one team still in the country despite losing to Florida at unranked Vanderbilt, who knocked off Texas over the weekend. Big win for their bubble resume. Auburn opens as 9.5-point road favorites. My issue with Auburn of late, and granted, didn't shoot well from three, so Florida got the 3-point variance on the road that you need to pull off an upset as a 9.5-point road dog. To your point, Auburn got that up, still lost at home as around a double-digit home favorite. But in 7 of Auburn's last 8 games, they have given up double-digit offensive rebounding performances. And Justin, I don't know if you remember this. I touched on this with you when we were previewing Auburn-Houston way back in non-conference play. That was Auburn's big bugaboo last year that got very underlooked. How many defensive or second chance opportunities they give up. Vanderbilt on paper, not the best at it, but then you go back to the Texas game, they had 17 offensive rebounds. Jalen Carey, who came over with Mark Byington from James Madison in the offseason, had 9 of them. Now, Vanderbilt has issues defensively. They struggle to defend pick and roll. That's going to be big against Janai Broome, arguably the best player in college basketball, or right behind Cooper Flagg, if you want to say that, in the Wooden Award race. They struggle to guard cuts. That's going to be detrimental against Bruce Pearl's flex offense. But I have legitimate concerns long-term, maybe not in this game, but long-term with the Tigers on the defensive glass if they don't clean that up, because that was an issue for them last season that could have gone against them if they advanced and beat Yale in the first round. But how are you looking at this one specifically at Vanderbilt?
Yeah, for me, this is a spot to continuing to back Vandy in. And I'm on the Vanderbilt train, Eli. I have been for about 3 weeks or so. Data was kind of bubbling up, looking good. Those 1-point games in the SEC. I probably got in late, but I do have a ticket for them to make the Final Four at like 85-1.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't think you can get like 40-1 now is like the best price. So it's definitely, and then again, that is very much based on the fact that now they're looking more and more like they're going to make the field. So they don't need this win by any means. They can lose this game by whatever. No one's really going to fault them for it. But I don't think that's who they are. I mean, this is a top 5 shot quality defense. That's what SQ sees as the reason to trust them. And then they take care of the ball on the other side. So some of the best defending against 3-point shooting in the nation. And then they force a lot of turnovers and honestly defend the rim well too. Of course, Broome coming in, very different beast. But like you said, I think the way he plays and the way this Auburn team is playing right now is a little cruise control-y, and that's okay. It's fine. They're one of the best teams in the nation. I don't want Janai Broome contesting every single possession like he's about to get eliminated. I don't. If I'm Bruce Pearl and an Auburn alumni, I'm sitting there super like let him score 100 points if we score 102. Even if we score 98 sometimes, it doesn't matter, because guess what? Championship aspirations right now for this Auburn team are about as real as they have ever been. They are the gosh darn favorite, for crying out loud, right now. They are the number 1 team even through the loss. So guess what? Winning becomes a bigger deal than winning by 10. The KenPom number at 11, again, that little extra 1.5-point boost for the home teams that we've been seeing kind of trickling in almost everywhere. So you get 9.5. Still have a big edge. Still think you should expect this one to stay within 10 points, even if it balloons to 15. Even if it gets to 22, Eli. I just think that this Vandy team has every reason to play to the final whistle, and Auburn simply does not. And it's kind of crazy to handicap it on that. I'm not. But I think that's added reason, right? If you like those types of things.
Motivationally, right. Doesn't Auburn have a, like, they want to bounce back after that Florida loss?
And they will. But again, I mean, I don't think they need to win by 20 to bounce back, especially on the road where it's not easy to win in conference. It is still the Auburn show. So it's not like they're just going to, lo-de-do, walk into Vanderbilt and no one's going to remember that they're the number 1 ranked team in the country. They kept the rank through the loss. It's not like they lost to some schlub. They lost to Florida, one of the best teams in the nation, the 4th, 5th best odds on chances to win the tournament. So yeah, there's still this Vanderbilt game is huge for the program. I think it's going to be a packed house. It's going to be loud, raucous, awesome environment, everything you want on a lovely Tuesday night in Tennessee. So yeah, I think you want to take the bet of the home team staying within 10 points to prove that they belong in the tournament. They don't want to get blown out. I don't think Auburn cares to get the blowout. You know what they care to get? A win. And you know how many points you need to get a win? You need one. So yeah, I think you could probably expect this thing to be 2 possessions, 7, 8 points, 9. I'll take it. 9.5 is great. My numbers, I haven't really. I was looking at stuff preemptively. I'm just trying to do because my final calculations take a lot more information to account. But I would assume my number is going to be something along the lines of around 6, 5.5 for this game. So right there around expecting 2 possessions, not 3. So again, that's what you really want. You want that full possession edge, in my point.
Yep.
If you can't, however you handicap. Some people don't use models and numbers and percents, and that's fine. I understand everyone has their own methods. I think mine's the best, and that's why I use it. But you want, I think what boils down, and everyone can kind of understand, you want like a full possession of an edge on the game. And if you're sitting there splitting hairs like 1, 2 points, maybe no, I don't think you got enough because Eli can cash a bet from 60 feet out with the buzzer expiring.
All right.
That's what I'm saying, though. You know, crazy things happen in the last couple seconds, and you need to be essentially saying almost half the time, maybe even more, I expect to win this bet by a full possession. And that's usually what I say when I'm betting. Unless, of course, like Monday afternoon we're recording here, I maybe bet the whole board for sport, but you know, it's okay.